Radio. Welcome to my channel. Adrian H here, psychic medium, regression hypnosis practitioner, and today I'm going to draw for all the different zodiac signs. So there's going to be timestamps down below in the description. I'm going to start with Aries, walk all the way around to Pisces. Please remember this is a general reading, so please take it as it resonates. But this is such an interesting time where we are at the moment, so I just didn't, this is sort of like your daily reading for today, but I didn't sort of just want to throw it out there, very general. I wanted to focus on each zodiac sign specifically. I'm also in the process of recording love readings for July for all the different zodiac signs as well, so that will come out soon. So, but just for now, you can either look at all of the reading or you can just look at your specific zodiac sign or your sun sign. And if you don't, if you want to get more benefit out of this reading, if you really want to benefit optimally from this reading, I recommend that you look at what in astrology we call the big three, or the three main ones, which is your sun sign, which is your zodiac sign. So I'm a Cancer, that's my sun sign, born on the 8th of July, 1982, almost my birthday, and Cancer season is here. So to all the Cancerians that already had birthdays, one of my very good friends, who's actually on the cusp of Cancer and Gemini, just recently had a beautiful birthday. So to all the other Cancerians out there, to all the other lunar babies, happy birthday, beautiful souls. May you find lots of joy. And remember, it's important to celebrate your life here on earth, because especially these days, I think we are more aware of it than ever before. Every moment we spend on this planet, and it's a good moment, is actually an amazing blessing, because things are rocking on planet Earth at the moment. Boom, 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 boom. I think the universe is looking at us with an incredible amount of pride for how we are actually able to cope with everything that's going on at the moment. So looking at your sun sign, which is normally a zodiac sign, which for me will be Cancer, and then look at your rising or your ascending, which is, if you kind of imagine when you were born and you kind of like laying over here, you just entered this planet, and you look way across the horizon and the sun is coming across the horizon, what sign is it coming through for you? And for me, that is Sagittarius, which means I can be a little bit of a spunky one sometimes, and I don't usually do anything by half measures, because Sagittarius has got that thing of like, let's do this, let's give this a try, which is wonderful. And then you get your moon, which is your emotions, which also falls in with love, really. And for me, that is Aquarius. And I promise you, I can be very Aquarius sometimes. If you want, you can also look at your at the placement for your communication, for your Mercury. Maybe look at your love placement for Venus. And if you don't know where those placements are, there's a link in the description that says free natal chart that gives you all that information. And it's interesting when you look at these things, because even though I'm a Cancer, or Cancerian, I've got so much Gemini in my chart. My communications in Gemini, my love's in Gemini. That's a very outward sort of energy. It's a very air sort of energy. My emotions is in Aquarius, which is an air energy. My rising is in Sagittarius, which is a fire energy, and fire is a lot about sort of like the fiery, sparking emotions type of thing. And then of course I also have that emotional side of Cancer, so I don't kind of go completely overboard. So if you want to get that sort of understanding about yourself, the link in the description does actually give you that, so you can look at the whole reading and see how that resonates with you. And I always say that what you can do is, I even do that when I sort of do like general readings on my Facebook page, because I go live every Thursday at 7 o'clock South African time, GMT +2. If you hear something, sorry, and it's not for like your zodiac sign specifically, I always say, place your hand on your heart, take in a nice deep breath and say, I claim that for myself. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get started. I also have an amazing special at the moment for my regression hypnosis session, as well as tarot, which is incredible. It's my birthday coming up, so I want to sort of give something to the world, because all you beautiful people you're on YouTube, you're giving me so much, but even in my life in general, I receive so much. When I say I am blessed, I mean it's literally like I get tears in my eyes. I am super blessed and super grateful, and this is why I'm putting that off out. I'm going to speak about it at the end of the reading, because some of us are here just for the reading. Okay, so I'm going to give this a good spin. This is called the Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Lynn. So we're going to start with Aries, and Aries, you have got truth. All right. So Aries, this is speaking about. I think somebody's about to drill or something outside my door. If they do, I do apologize. They're changing my intercom or the lights or something. I don't actually know. I'm just letting you know. So I do apologize if there is any noise. But Aries, this is saying truth, and this is about. It's about light, and the question that is being asked from you at the moment, Aries, and this is a very sort of turning point, for those of you that are into astrology, and I'm not going to even start because then I'm not going to stop because that's another big passion of mine, but the question is really at the moment, Aries, have you actually been living your greatest truth? Have you been living your optimal truth? Have you been living the truth of who you are? And, it's not a sense of really blaming you for anything, because the way the world has been the last 2 years, but also even way further than that, the way the world has been in general, because things have always been rocking in the world in any case. Sometimes, there's so many people presenting you with their ideas of how the world should be, and their version of the world. It's sometimes we get a little bit lost in there, It's like, say, for example, you've got yellow paint and everybody puts like their own little color in there. After a while, you get completely discolored where you kind of forget that you were yellow to start with, And so there is, the question for you, Aries, at the moment is really, have you maybe lost your truth a little bit, in the going of life and in the challenges of life? And are you opening your heart to actually receiving it back? Okay. So that is Aries. Let's see what we got for Taurus. Let's say this one. Okay. Power. Oh, beautiful. Now, Taurus, for a lot of you, you've been going through challenging times. You've been going through challenging periods. You've been going through many, many difficulties where often you didn't know what exactly it is that you're going to do, because, life might have felt very overwhelming. So for many of you, you really didn't know what step you were going to take next, because for many of you, it just felt like the world was sort of making a concerted effort to almost get you down sometimes. Okay, but I feel that for you, Aries, I feel that you've learned the lessons that you needed to learn. I feel that you've made the amount of peace that you needed to make. And now it's time for you to really kind of, show the world who you are. And I feel for many of you, it's not even about the world, but it's, when we go through this period where we've got a lot of pain and a lot of challenges, and we go through all these difficult things in life. After that, and we do all the healing, when we come out, we always come out so much stronger. And you are definitely coming out so much stronger. People's about to sit up and pay attention to you, because I feel that you're about to step forward in this life in an incredibly dynamic sort of way. Okay, let's see what we have for the Gem babies. And Geminis, all of you just recently had your birthdays, and I hope that it was a wonderful one for all of you. Stillness, time for reflection. So Gemini, you may have had a lot of things that you were going through. You may have felt that you had to go for many things. You may have felt very pushed maybe to do certain things. I feel that for many of you, there's just so many things that were sort of piling up on your plate, that life was becoming very incredibly sort of like overwhelming for you. But now you're going into a space, Gemini, where you encourage to actually become still and become silent, and and the purpose for that is really so that you can hear what the essence of life, what the force of life, what the universe has got to say to you. Because I feel that there's a wonderful sort of a rainbow way, to which you can be guided, but you need to open yourself to that magic to actually flow to you and for you. Okay, let's see what we have for Cancer. The birthday boys and girls, stand still. Okay, so Cancer, stand still. And this is almost the same as Gemini, but for many of you, you may have been sort of like, running, and you may have been pushing, and, maybe you had to really invest yourself to get things done, to maybe end certain connections with some people, to start new connections. And maybe for many of you, you've really felt very pushed by life. You felt very overwhelmed by things. There's a lot of energy that has been happening this past, I would say, maybe 45 days. When you look at astrology, It's been a trip, 46 days. It's been a trip. It's been a real trip. And for many of you, you know, you are being encouraged to sort of like stand still, to take a breath, and to kind of take stock and see how far you have come, you know, through situations where you sometimes thought that you would never be able to make it. Okay, let's see what we have for Leo. Leo, security, and this is obviously ultra important for you, Leo. This is speaking about, for some of you, for many of you, you know, you may have felt that what is there even left to live for? What is the point of, you know, going for things? What is the point of, you know, trying your best, opening your heart, putting yourself out there, giving things a chance? For many of you are like, what is the actual point? Why do I even bother? Because it doesn't really feel that anything in life is going to ever work out for you. I feel that for many of you, you had to learn very powerful lessons. I feel that for many of you, you've maybe stayed in situations longer than what was healthy for you. And some of you may have known that. But I feel now that you've moved on and you sort of found your utopia again, and it's almost like life is showing you, or about to show you, this beauty of who you are and how beautiful life can be, especially for those of you who've lost hope. I feel that things are about to get so much better for you. Okay, how beautiful is that? I love that. Let's see what we've got for Virgo. Virgo, abundance. Alrighty, abundance for you, Virgo. And abundance is always, when we look at abundance and when we think about abundance, I always say to people that abundance is what sort of like resonates as abundance for you, because abundance is different things for different people. You know, for one person it is about having that beautiful house on the hilltop and you're shining your light, and you know, you have your nice little parties and everything's really beautiful, and you know, an orchestra and crystal glasses and all those type of things. And for other people, it is about, you know, having beautiful photography sort of equipment, and you know, maybe traveling around the world and taking pictures and something like that. And that sometimes means that you sleep under the stars. And that is sort of something that I'd like to do in my life, you know. I'll probably just do a lot of tarot readings for everybody as I keep on going along. So it's, abundance is different things for different people. But what I can tell you, Virgo, is that the essence of abundance is flowing for you at the moment. So what I encourage you to do is to open your heart, your mind, and your soul, and to say that you are open to abundance, and that you are open to things working out for you easier than you actually imagined that they would. Because sometimes in life, you know, we feel so we feel sort of like nothing is ever going to work, you know. But the thing to remember, Virgo, is that you give so much, and this is about positive karma coming back for you. So, and very important, remember, you don't have to do anything to deserve this. You can just open your heart and soul to it. All you do is say to the universe, yes, and the universe is like, okay, let's get the ball rolling. All right, let's see what we've got for Libra. Ooh, Libra, transformation. And sorry for shaking the camera there. With all due respect, for many of you, this is about time. This is about karma balancing. This is about things coming into flow for you. A lot of you have been through the most challenging periods of your life, Libra. Had to face things that you never thought in your whole life that you'd have to face. And I feel for many of you, you've come to discover a strength within yourself that you yourself may not even have known that you were having. Okay, it's so funny. I'm just looking at the chair at the back, and it seems like I'm sitting in this comfy chair, but I'm actually sitting in a in a plastic chair, what they call the invisible chairs. My friend told me that the other day. I didn't know that. But Libra, this is a time for you of transformation. This for you is a time of growth, and this is the time for you where you're coming actually into your shine, into your moment. So for those of you that feel that you've lost hope, that things are not going to work out, you know, what's the point even? Things are about to rock in a very good way for you, and so it is. Let's see what we have for Scorpio. Nope, not that one. Okay, there we go. Scorpio, adventures. Okay. Beautiful things coming about for you. This is the time to breathe. This is the time to have some joy. This is almost like when you get sort of scooped away to, you know, to sort of like Neverland, and you meet Peter Pan and all those type of things. And speaking of that, it also shows you how a change in mindset can sometimes change your life, because Peter Pan happens to be my favorite story. So, you know, I think sometimes people just, it's interesting how human beings can sometimes just get blurred in the lines, because Peter Pan is not a fairy. Peter Pan is a human being, is a boy, but because he lives in Neverland and he doesn't leave Neverland, he doesn't age because time doesn't exist in Neverland. But I feel for you, Scorpio, this is a stage where there's been so much on your plate, there's been so much heaviness on your plate, there's been so many challenges on your plate and so many difficulties that you had to deal with, but where you're going at the, the way your life is actually busy unfolding for you and what's about, ahead of you. I feel there's many beautiful experiences in life that's ahead of you, many sort of wonderful reasons to actually just smile and enjoy life, where a lot of maybe the difficulties that you have to deal with and the challenges that you have to deal with, which for many of you may have been very overwhelming and very overpowering, you're moving past those type of things. Okay, let's see what we have for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, release, let the past go. Let the past go, release the past, set it free. This is a season of change for you. It's a season of transformation for you. And also, obviously, at the moment, depending on which side of the world you are, there's the summer solstice going in, and me being in Cape Town in South Africa, we've got the winter solstice going. Actually, that was last night or yesterday. But and also when my nose itches, I know that it's a powerful message and it's itching like nobody's business. Sagittarius, this is a time where I feel that you're going into a period of transformation, change, but really huge transformation, incredible transformative things taking place in your life. Unexpectedly falling in love with somebody that you didn't expect to, unexpected business, unexpected opportunities, wonderful things coming into your life. It's almost like you're seeing the world in a different way, or seeing possibilities that you haven't even seen before, that you haven't even considered before. And it could lead to really wonderful, amazing things, from this space of opening yourself, to your heart, to the universe. Your soul can orchestrate these beautiful experiences in life for you. So I encourage you to really be open to the chase and open with the flow. And when something comes towards you, do not just say no, but it's not really in your nature that much, typical Sagittarius nature, but, be open to the wondrous new things that life might actually offer you. Okay, could be beautiful. Capricorn, fulfillment. Now, Capricorn, for many of you, the last few, recently, but it's, even in the last couple of months, has been, it's basically been like hell on earth. You in many ways weren't able to be yourself that much, and I think something about your Capricorn or strong Capricorn energy that is often misunderstood is that because, whereas me, it's a Cancer, it's a more sort of like, introspective sort of energy or way of dealing with things. You Capricorn, you're more sort of like a outside, sort of like a outwardly sort of demonstrative type of energy. But I think that people misunderstand this. It doesn't always just have to be in words and things like that. Like my father's a Capricorn, for example, and he's a man of many, or very few words actually, but he expresses himself in different things, be it making a garden or building something. And what I feel for you, Capricorn, is that for many of you, you're getting into this period where you can express yourself in the way that really resonates most positively with you, most honestly with you. So it's a really incredible period where that's actually coming about for you. And for those of you that are feeling like, oh my goodness, what is the point to anything? Is anything ever going to work? And those type of things, I see amazing things coming about for you. Okay, let's see what we have for Aquarius. Oh, okay, that one fell out. Aquarius, trust. Okay, Aquarius, this is something that you can sometimes struggle with, especially when you don't understand everything that's happening, when you don't have all the answers, when you feel you're running out of time. And then what you want to be careful of, because the energy sometimes that can get you sometimes, Aquarius, or the way that your brain can fire sometimes, that beautiful, wonderful brain of yours, is when you feel you don't have enough time, you don't have the answers, you sometimes go into a space where you get anxious, and then you don't sleep, or you overeat, or you over-exercise, or you overwork, and I want to encourage you to have that faith that there is this wonderful, incredible, divine power that has got your back, because you're part of that power. You're not separate from it. And even if you don't have all the answers right now, trusting that when you need them, they will come to you and they will be there. And also trusting that some of the answers might already be within your vicinity, and you might actually have some of the answers to some questions you're not even aware of you're going to ask going forward. You've got a new moon over there, which is always about new beginnings. For some of you, it almost feels like you might feel almost like you are stuck, like you're not going anywhere, like nothing is happening in your life, like, you know, sort of like kaboom, 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 hitting the same wall over and over. There's something beautiful that's weaving into your energy over here. It's almost like the universe is busy orchestrating like a very special sort of gift for you, Aquarius, and that is something that you can most certainly look forward to. Okay. Let's see what we have lastly for Pisces. This card wants to come out. Who are you? Taking risks. So Pisces, sometimes you can have the tendency to almost want to micromanage the entire universe. All right, you want to have all the answers. You want to know everything, almost the same as what came out for Aquarius. But this is a time where you are encouraged to actually take risks, to spread your wings and to fly. Instead of trying to get every little slot to fit in where you are right now, maybe saying I've got the willingness to rise above this, having the willingness to up your own energy, because as you obviously up your energy, you start to manifest beautiful things because you align with different things. So this is a time, Pisces, where you are encouraged to actually take risks, to actually put yourself out there, and to not be afraid of that sort of things, because there's really, really, really amazing things that is possible for you right now. But life is asking you to have that sort of faith, you know, to open your heart and your mind and your soul and say, universe, I place this faith in your hands. Okay, so that's what I've got for all the different zodiac signs. Thank you so much, everybody. Just wanted to know you about let you know about a beautiful offer that I have at the moment. I wanted to give something beautiful back to the world, because as I said, I receive so many wonderful things. And so I'm a regression hypnosis practitioner. Sorry, for those of you that know BQH or Beyond Quantum Healing, that is sort of how I work, even though the sort of like application of my knowledge goes broader than that. But so at the moment I'm offering a full regression hypnosis session, which is usually about a 4 hours in total session, you know, but it includes everything: the pre-consultation, the positive information afterwards. It is about doing a little bit of like hypnosis, sort of like practices and things like that. My inductions, where I put you into trance, normally take a little bit longer, like 45 to 50 minutes, because in that I balance your energies, your chakras, I cleanse your aura, release all sort of like negative entities and things that are on you, beliefs within your energy field, you know, within your pathology, within your body, cleansing your aura, balancing your energy to that beautiful, what we call 0-point energy, which is, you know, when you do an astrology chart, people normally ask you what was your date of birth and your location, because that's where the energy was at the moment, which is that first breath of air that you took in. That's called your 0-point energy, which is the most perfect, ideal energy for you, whatever that may happen to be. So I align you with that, and then we do our session. So I do that plus a 45-minute psychic tarot reading, and that is $87, which saves you $43 from the actual usual rate. Then obviously if we do it via Zoom, then you also get to have a recording of your session. For those of you that are of my South African clientele, or maybe from Namibia, and you understand more sort of like our currency, it is 1,200 rands for everything, and you save a total of 950 rands. Okay, so that's all I've got for you. If you are interested in learning to read the tarot for yourself, do check out my detailed online tarot reading course through the Udemy platform, which gives you, first of all, a 30-day money-back guarantee, and secondly, after that, lifetime access. I'm also quite excited because I am creating a psychic development course at the moment, which a lot of people have just been begging me to do, so I'm so excited to do that eventually. So you can always just email me if you want to book that session with me, or if you just want to have a reading, you can do that as well. Just a general reading is $40. And yeah, Thank you for your time. I really appreciate you liking the video, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Remember to hit that notification bell. And remember that your July love readings are coming out soon. Namaste. Love and light. Bye, beautiful souls.